for another Comic Con update. News that came out of Comic Con that I'm going to be covering. This one isn't going to be very long, but it is important in regards to what's coming for it. And this one involves Fantastic Four. Now, I had gotten some information in regards to this, but I also see Cosmic Book News doing an article on it. So I thought, okay, let me touch on that because they have some information at the beginning that I didn't get before. So let's dive into it. Cosmic Book News here have exclusive Fantastic Four spoiler info. Okay. They go on and talk about how they're going to have some big news coming up and all of this stuff, right? So this start off here. Back in 2019 or so, insiders filled me in that an origin for the Fantastic Four being floated around Marvel involves the FF always having been a part of the MCU. Okay, this is the author talking here, and he says about this is the info that he got. I had gotten a little something different to this, but not exactly like this, so that's why I say let me touch on this. The origin would have taken a page out of Captain America. The FF for Fantastic Four would have existed in the 60s or so and would have been friends with Hank and Janet Pym. Well, the Fantastic Four disappear into the quantum realm or negative zone. When they step out, it's years later in the present day, as if no time went by and they haven't aged. So that would have explained why the Fantastic Four haven't been around the MCU. That's an interesting theory. That is an interesting theory. It's an interesting way to go about doing it. Yes, it is kind of similar. It's kind of similar to Captain America. Basically frozen in time, and then you end up wake up, and it's like only a day has passed for you, or no time at all has passed, and then you realize that the entire world around you has changed. So that's something to really look at. So yeah, it's something to see. It's an interesting concept to think that they would have ended up inside the quantum realm or something. Then when they step out years later, it's the present day, everything has changed, but they remain the same. No time has passed for them at all. So it would be an interesting way to bring it in. Of course, they decided not to go down that route and decided, you know what, let's go with the multiverse because the multiverse ruins everything. Absolutely everything. Well, that isn't happening. Instead, the Fantastic Four origin is going the multiverse route. Of course it is. But they are keeping the 1960s origin. I think this has already been said, and even Feige hinted or said it. The world of the Fantastic Four is set in a different universe or an alternate Earth. Once again, the multiverse keeps ruining everything. I'm told that in their world, it's the 1960s. I'm told that JFK is alive in their universe and such. Okay. Tony Storm, they're happy 4/4 day and all of that. Right. Now here's the big spoiler. Julia Garner has been cast as the Silver Surfer. Right. We all remember this, that the big thing in Julia Garner to play Silver Surfer in the MCU's Fantastic Four reboot and all of this stuff and the other. Well, apparently it doesn't end well or begin well for her at all. Well, she doesn't make it out alive. Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer either gets killed right away or during the first act of the movie. So you're putting this female Silver Surfer because you just need to push that narrative as much as possible. You understand me? Then you kill her off instantly. I'm not going to say I'm upset about it. I don't think they should have gender swap the Silver Surfer at all, and I don't take here no multiverse nonsensical answer or explanation for it. You have no business doing it. You want to do a Fantastic Four movie, do a Fantastic Four movie. The Silver Surfer is one of the most recognizable characters that they have done really well and bring in a boatload of money for you. But no, you don't want to do that. You want to keep catering to nonsense, and now we find out, she gets axed, like either, right away or during the first act of the movie. Who you gonna get that to bother with? They talk about how it went out. They also put out a cool drone display of the Fantastic Four, and Galactus with Pedro Pascal has also started, also things that they started filming on the social media and all of this stuff. Yeah, all of this is going out. Then the whole drone thing there. They even put out the thing. This is the cast here. Yeah, they even put out the whole trailer thing that they did showing them. I can't show it here, but it came out at D23 and all of that. Yeah, but this is the update, people. The Fantastic Four, that movie that they're going to do. They're going to do the whole multiverse thing again. They're going to meet in an alternate universe. We had all heard that before. I heard it myself. Understand me? The part where he talks about it here, about how they were originally planning to do this. I hadn't heard that. What I had heard previously was the route that they were going to take was that the Fantastic Four had always been in the MCU, right? But they were like, they were already in the MCU, but they didn't have powers until later on. Like, it still had Reed Richards and all the people were there, but only later on they went to check on something, and then they ended up getting exposed to cosmic radiation, and that's how they became the Fantastic Four. Then I also heard the whole thing about how the movie was going to be set in the 1960s, and this was going to be before everything that occurred in the MCU, so that they would really have been the first family of Marvel, and that how they were looking to tie it in is that the Fantastic Four and what they did back then was the inspiration for the Avengers. The whole Avengers project and everything. That was the whole thing in regards to it. That the Fantastic Four back then were the inspiration for it, and then there was going to be some big twist where they would actually end up in the future, something like that, and that's how they were looking to play it. But now we get in yet again another multiverse nonsense where they're going to be in a completely different universe, still in the 1960s and all of that. JFK is still alive and all of this, but the Silver Surfer gets axed very early on in the movie. So yeah, that's the big spoiler, people. Silver Surfer, alternate universe Fantastic Four, because the multiverse ruins everything, and that's where we're going from there. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.